Many are concerned about the length of time the Ripple versus SEC court case has lasted, but proof of Ripple's win keeps appearing online. In addition, the attorneys are claiming that the trial would conclude shortly, which would be the most bullish indication ever. The XRP Ripple coin's value can go as high as $3,380, according to experts. Makes no sense, does it? Let's dissect it methodically. We will skip the introduction and get right to the subject. Important notice: the long-awaited conclusion to the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is drawing near after years of contradictory rulings and a polarized cryptocurrency market. Even though the case hasn't officially ended yet, its resolution is imminent. Judge Annalisa Torza's prior decision that XRP is not a security in secondary market sales is already in force, according to former SEC attorney Mark Fogel. The sole formality is absent. In order to drop their appeals, Ripple and the SEC must both submit documents. Even though the matter is effectively closed, the court cannot formally close it until that occurs. In the XRP community, this seemingly insignificant but vital procedural step has caused some confusion. No notice of dismissal has been filed with the court, even though Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse confirmed the company's intention to withdraw its appeal. The matter has progressed logically, but the bureaucracy still has to play out. As Fogel explained, it is anticipated that both parties will abandon their appeals and proceed without further delay due to the SEC's internal review processes, barring any unforeseen developments. Throughout this last round, XRP backers have been vocal. The feeling was aptly expressed in a single post by XRP Dragon. After the SEC seized all of XRP's value, XRP is suing them. Get ready! Users like Anders are sick of being in the dark and want things to finally come to a close. Send a formal announcement to the SEC. The community has been waiting too long for answers, and these voices reflect that. They are both eager and exhausted. Speculation was further heightened by a closed-door SEC meeting that took place on July 3rd. Fogel talked down the possibility of a settlement announcement, which some thought may come next. Meetings of this kind, he said, are commonplace and aren't always related to litigation. It could be weeks before any paperwork comes up in court, even after an internal decision has been reached, he pointed out. Although progress is gradual, it is being made. Ripple Queen was the most outspoken of these, tweeting that the crypto industry as a whole may be benefiting from Ripple's partial victory. Additionally, Fogel stated unequivocally that Judge Torres' involvement in the case is complete. Her earlier ruling will be fully effective if the appeals are dismissed, and her signature will no longer be required. Although the legal system isn't always lightning fast, it always heads in the right direction. The win of Ripple is already changing the conversation around digital asset regulation, particularly as it pertains to the position of XRP in secondary markets. Time is of the essence for XRP holders at the moment. Delistings, price crashes, and continual doubt, worrying, and uncertainty are things they've had to deal with. However, they have also been there during a landmark legal dispute in the cryptocurrency industry. This coin is now much more than just a digital asset. As a metaphor for the struggle for more transparent regulation, it has come to represent defiance against overreach. Ripple and XRP have better prospects going forward as the procedural dust settles. Even if the SEC may have made things move more slowly, it has lost control over where things are headed. The cryptocurrency market has been closely following this battle. It is now interesting to see how Ripple takes advantage of this legal turning point to reestablish itself on the world scene. There may be some paperwork still to be finalized, but the decision has already been made. Get ready, as XRP Dragon warned. Strange, isn't it? Hold on a second. This is about much more than simply the news. There are many who see this as the watershed moment for cryptocurrency in the United States. Also, you'd be mistaken to believe this solely impacts Ripple. It's possible that XRP will be the catalyst that changes the whole regulatory scene. And believe me when I say that you will be astounded by the forecasts made by leading experts. Jack the Rippler, echoing what many analysts have been saying behind closed doors, tweeted that XRP is moving counter to the market. It would appear that XRP is charting its own course, in contrast to Bitcoin and Ethereum, which follow larger patterns. And it's not limited to changes in the market. A major development may be on the horizon, according to technical specialists. Henry, one of our users, noticed a possible breakthrough retest after a fake-out and a clean triple bounce from support. His writings hinted at a potential bull run, stating that the downtrend had finally broken. The XRP Bollinger Bands have grown extremely tight, as pointed out by another Steph. This is a traditional indicator of an impending huge shift. He foresaw a major impending pump. The SEC complaint was only the first step, according to many XRP community members. What is the true value of XRP at this point? Things become interesting at that point. The 5 Blairs, an analyst in the community, has predicted that XRP's price might surge if the cryptocurrency achieves its full transactional utility and acts as a bridge asset in the global financial system that processes $100 trillion to $2 quadrillion per year. Tokens of XRP would be worth about $3,380 under such scenario, according to models of supply, velocity, and transaction volume. Give that some thought. An investment of just 1,000 XRP, which is currently worth around $2,200, could potentially be worth $3.38 million, according to that estimate. While the numbers may appear impressive, the reasoning isn't out of this world. It's grounded on practical applications where XRP acts as an impartial and effective go-between, such as interbank liquidity, tokenized assets, and cross-border payments. The fantasies continue beyond that. Market worth XRP for $11,989. A database in a banker's suit begs Daddy Sec for crumbs of legitimacy, tweeted Bastian Sinclair, although with a touch of irony. Though harsh, it captures the spirit of the struggle between XRP's enormous promise and the legislative constraints that have stifled its growth. On the other hand, certain corners make projections that are, well, interstellar. Intergalactic broadcast confirmed via leak. In the event of a cosmic shift, only one token XRP will remain. John Squire made a joke about how even space knows about this coin, expressing the cult-like fervor that people have for it. The larger attitude is evident, even though some may roll their eyes at the $60,000 per XRP assertion, which is supposedly supported by the U.S. Federal Reserve, according to one viral tweet. Many people think XRP is going to explode in value soon because it is so cheap right now. As XRP approaches a potentially historic event, the SEC is pulling back. Optimistic technical signals are appearing, and community convictions are stronger than ever. There is undeniable momentum behind this asset, regardless of your belief in the $3,380 estimate. It's going against the laws of physics, stories, and the market as a whole. Things are about to get crazy when we get into Ripple's relationships. Ripple has been covertly securing agreements that may alter the world's monetary system, while most people are occupied with monitoring the charts. These reports are factual. This includes governments, banks, and entire payment corridors that span international borders. Next up is something you're not prepared for. This bullish signal is going to wow you. Thus, the future of international money transfers was recently rocked by Standard Chartered, a globally renowned and enormously prominent financial institution. When he questioned the current situation, Gautam Jain, their worldwide head of digitization and customer access,